Hey everybody, welcome to the Real Show Barbecue. Today we're going to cook a couple of pork butts on the new pit cooker that was recently converted over to a gas cooker. And I've got my buddy with me, Mason. He's going to be my sidekick. He's learning the ropes of cooking and smoking, so I'm looking forward to a future with him. Hang with us and we'll get started on these pork butts. All right, here are our two pork butts. These are Duroc pork. I went ahead and trimmed these up some. They had a really thick fat cap on them. It's okay to keep some of it, but I went ahead and trimmed this up pretty good and kind of scored it a little bit. So we're gonna keep it pretty simple today as far as what we're using on these. The first of all, the ingredient that I'm gonna use is the black Puree. This is something I've used on a lot. If you watch any of my videos, this is a really good binder and it has great flavor to it as well. It doesn't take a whole lot. Usually I kind of mix this with some olive oil. I'm just gonna go straight on today because these are so thick. So I'll get both of these coated really well. Okay, we've got these all covered up really well. And the first seasoning we're gonna be using is one of my favorites. It's by Heaven Made Products. It's called It's Incredible. We'll put a layer on all sides on both of these. All right, there's our first layer. Our second layer is just gonna be some kosher salt and some black pepper, some coarse black pepper. Okay, we got our coating on this. Again, It's Incredible, and then a layer of salt, kosher salt, and a layer of kind of restaurant style, little coarser type black pepper. We're gonna let this rest, and we're gonna get our cooker up to 10. Also, today's cook is a collaboration with my good buddy Rico at Smokin Jazz BBQ. If you're not familiar with his channel, go check him out. I'll leave the information in the iCard above. And also in the show more section. He is a great guy, good friend of mine. We've only met online and through YouTube, but he's like a brother to me already. He's been a supporter of my channel for quite a while, loves my barbecue sauce. I think he may be using some of my barbecue sauce as well as myself on both of our cooks. So go there and check him out. I look forward to seeing what he's gonna do. And if you're not a subscriber, give him some love and subscribe to this guy, he's awesome. All right, here is my pit cooker that I recently got, and we've kind of converted it over to a gas cooker so it cooks evenly when we're cooking pigs. So we're kind of doing a little bit of a test run today, and we're gonna cook those pork butts. And right now, I'm gonna be running somewhere around 350 to 375. We want it hot because I don't have a whole lot of time to get these done today. And also, it's about to rain, so that's why I'm under a shelter. So let's go ahead, I'll open this up and take a look at it. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Okay, as you can see, we've got a pretty large cooking area, so I can get me a decent sized hog on there when we do a hog cook. That will be coming up soon as well. And the temperature holds really well since we've got this done. I can't ask for anything any better. So we're gonna get these pork butts on right quick. And we're gonna be doing something a little extra today. Just because we're cooking on gas does not mean that we can't get that good smoke flavor. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do for that. All right, here's what I'm gonna be using. One of these smoke tubes. I've got some oak pellets in here, so we're gonna light this, get these growing good. All right, there we go. We're gonna put this, I'm gonna just put it behind them. Got our Inkbird on for our thermometers today. We're gonna put one in both sides, both pork butts, and I'm doing fat cap up. Looks like one's 45. Both of them are around 45. That's perfect, 43. So we'll close this down and we'll keep you posted. Probably about an hour I'll spray it down and I'll show you what I'm using for that. We're about an hour into the cook. And as you can see, hopefully you can see, the bark is starting to set up really nicely. The smoke tube is doing as it's supposed to. It's got some great flavor, smell going on. I got a new product I want to show you guys. A lot of you pit masters out there. It's called the BBQ Mister. And basically you kind of hook in your spray here. As long as you got a bottle that this top will fit on, it's pretty universal. You can set it, it's got 4 AA batteries in this, and you can set it for a mist. I got it set at a mist, or you got a stream on it. And it's by heritageq.com. Go and check these guys out. I'll show you how it works right quick. You get a nice even coat of spray all the way across. That is nice. And this is just a 50-50 mix of apple cider vinegar and water. Coming along nicely. So we'll look back in about an hour, see how it looks. All right, we're about 2 hours in. I kind of went a little longer. As you can see, that bark is setting very, very nicely. And we're gonna spray it again. I tell you, I really, really love this sprayer. It does a great job. And you can see the smoke tube is still doing a good job. Still got a nice smoke coming on there. So it's gonna give us that smoke flavor that we want from that oak. So we're gonna close this down right now. We're at, you can see that, 120 and 117. We want to be at 165 before we wrap it to finish it off from there, and then we'll go to around 205, 205, and let it rest for a while. So I'm going to cover it up right now. We've been going for approximately 3.5, 4 hours, so we're doing really well. Again, this is a pretty hot and fast cook. We're ranging somewhere around 375, 350 in that area. The cooker is holding its temp very well. I'm very impressed with it. So let's close the lid back down, and we'll check back in just a little while. We're back where we need to be at, 165, 162. So we're gonna take and wrap these up right quick. We'll put these in our foil pans. Before we put our foil on, I'm gonna go ahead and spray them down a little bit more. Spray some down in the pan. Wrap these in foil. All right, we got them wrapped in our foil. We're gonna put our probes back in. And we're going for around 2 to 205. All right, we are at 203. Hopefully you can see that. This is basically where we want to be at. We're gonna cut the gas off, take these off and let them rest for a little while, and then we'll see what we got after. Probably let it rest for an hour or so, and we'll check them and see if we did a good enough job. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Look at that nice bark it got, just with this just simple seasonings. Let's see if we can get this out. Clean bone, that's exactly what we want there. It just falls apart. Nice, nice. It's still super hot. Look at that. See that? That is so good. That bark, super, super tender. We're gonna give it a taste right quick. All right, here we go. Let's give this a try. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, great flavor, juicy, so good. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to chop it up in a traditional Eastern North Carolina barbecue style, and we're going to make some plates, probably put it in some sandwiches, maybe some slaw, but that's basically what we're going to do today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to go and check out Smokin Jazz BBQ. My buddy Rico there, he does some great stuff. I know, again, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing. Until then, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell below so you can get all the notifications when we upload a new video. Again, check us out on Roku as well. God bless.